Hello and welcome to the OCR Further Maths videos for Pure Core. This is Hyperbolic Functions 2, Inverse Hyperbolic Functions, and this is video 2.3, Integration using Inverse Hyperbolic Functions. So, in the last video we looked at finding the derivatives of the inverse hyperbolic functions. This one we're going to be looking at the integrals. Remember that integration is just the inverse of differentiation, but we need to remember to use the constant. So if we want to integrate 1 over the square root of 1 plus x squared with respect to x, we get inverse sine of x plus c. And likewise, since we know what the derivative of inverse cosh of x is, we can deduce that the integration of 1 over the square root of x squared minus 1 with respect to x is inverse cosh x plus c. Don't forget the constant of integration. So we can also generalise these further using the reverse chain rule or integration by recognition. Have a look at this. You will go into this in quite a lot of detail in your A-level maths. But we can see there that instead of just having a 1, we've got an a squared. Okay, so here's an example. We're going to start with 1 over the square root of x squared minus 25 integrated with respect to x. Now luckily up here we've got our formula. So in this particular case we have x squared minus 5 squared. So we know that a is 5, so that's going to be inverse cosh of x over 5 plus c. Okay, here's another example. Now in this example you can see that we've got 9x squared instead of just x squared. So we need to deal with that 9 first so that it's in the same form as our rule up here. So this is going to be the same as 1 over the square root of 9 times 16 over 9 plus x squared with respect to x. And that means now we can take out that root 9 and we can write it in the same form as our standard result up here. So we have 3 times the square root of 4 over 3 all squared plus x squared with respect to x. So we're going to get a third times inverse sine of 3x over 4. And what do we need to remember? Plus c. 3 over 4 just comes from that 4 over 3. Remember it's x over a. Okay, the next video we will be looking further at integration, but we're going to be looking at integration using hyperbolic substitutions.